Have you ever wondered how attractive the right haircut can make you look? Today we'll talk about how to become so attractive that it's actually hard to stay single as a college student, busy man, or entrepreneur. There are 3 parts to this video, and I know that this works 100% because I went from looking like this to looking like this. Starting off with putting on makeup. It might sound weird. Relax. I'll explain soon. In elementary school, I used to look like this basically. You know where everyone in the class has a certain haircut? A trend in my elementary school used to be this Cristiano Ronaldo cowlick haircut. And at that point I was like, you know what? Let me just do what everyone else is doing. And I kept this haircut for years. When I was in middle school, you know, my hormones started to go crazy and everything. Now I wanted to get a girlfriend. That haircut did not help me with getting a girlfriend basically. Then TikTok came out and I started seeing these guys. Honestly, I'm just seeing this right now and I'm disappointed in what I used to like before. And I was like, yo, you know what? I want the same haircut. Like, because they're getting so much status and everything and they just look nice on them. I thought like, why don't I get the same type of haircut? Because I just like the vibe. Then I went on my journey to grow out my hair and make it work. But then everyone doubted me, and even a hairstylist. Like I have a hairstylist literally right across from my apartment. She would look at my hair and everything, and she was like, nah, she's not gonna work. Your hair is like too wavy or some shit like that. I'm not gonna listen to her. I'm just gonna do my thing. I let it grow out for like a couple of months, and turns out that they were right because it looked like shit. Like it didn't sit the right way because it's just so used to being on the left. And then I went to a barber and he was like, yo, you know what? You just gotta shave that shit off, honestly. Like, it cannot be fixed unless you shave the whole thing off and start growing it from scratch. And after getting a buzz cut, this is what my hair looked like after a few months. And yeah, it was even fucking worse than whatever I had before. But I was like, you know what? Let me just keep going. I wanna make this work. I wanna see if it actually is gonna look fantastic or not. There was just one moment I was like, yo, why don't I just do this? And then I finally achieved the hair I was dreaming of, the hair that I really wanted to see if it actually looked good on me or not. And it looked fucking fantastic. And for the first time in my life, I wasn't insecure about my looks. I got way more attention and compliments from women, actually telling me how nice my hair looks and everything. I have neighbors telling me all the time how nice my hair looks, just complimenting me, which is honestly kind of awkward, but you get my point. And I instantly look better in selfies after that. Like I don't have to think about my cow leg because of the asymmetry and shit like that. Like it's like boom, it's straight, it comes down, it's even, it's beautiful. And even though it took me years to get to this point after trial and tribulation, it is 1,000,000% worth it. So if at any point of this video you feel like you want more help maxing out your attractiveness as a college student, hardworking man, or entrepreneur, then click the first link in the description where you can apply for a free coaching call with me. I now have 9 spots left, so book a call right now while you still. And I'm telling you this because men's hair is equal to women's makeup. It gives the same effect. It makes a huge difference with the way that you can literally go from a 1 out of 10 to a 6 just because of a perfect haircut that fits you best. And that eureka moment, that one thing that helped me get to this point is growing my hair out, because it was short as fuck and I never let it grow out more than like a month or 2. And here I was like, yo, let me just leave it on for like at least 5, 6, 7 months. And the same thing goes if you have long hair. Just like try it out, cut it off, super short, get a buzz cut, see how it looks on you. And that's the thing, that you just have to do something different, something that you are just not used to. I actually went from looking like this to looking like this. Just so you can imagine how powerful this is. Going from a fucking hobo to you gotta hide your girlfriend from him. And the most powerful thing about all of this is that you just have to do this once. Try out growing your hair for a year, 2 years, once. Because if right now you're struggling, you look like a fucking 2 out of 10 right now. Your haircut is like not the best, like it's decent, it's okay, but it's not the best. Something that fits your face shape and you want to change that. This is the time to do it. Which moves me on to the second part, which is finding your perfect haircut. So the first factor is identifying who you want to attract. Imagine your dream woman, the mother of your children. Imagine like her, what she would like, what she would be attracted to, her non-negotiables, her negotiables, a day in her life, just so you can understand her, like the target audience. Like, you know, when you have a YouTube channel and you have a target audience that you're trying to attract for them to buy your product, to help them out with their problems. That's the exact same thing here. You need to find who you're trying to attract. What are they attracted to? And if it's a high quality woman and not just some immature girl, then she loves the masculine look. Imagine like a magnet. She has the feminine magnet and the man has the masculine magnet. They just attract each other and now they're connected. There's a spark there. That's what she's looking for. And not like a TikTok boy where you literally look way more feminine, because that repels that woman, that high quality woman, away from you and only attracts the low quality, immature girls that just don't know what they're doing with their lives. And you don't want that. You want something more serious. Now that we made this clear, you go to Pinterest and search up haircut inspo men. There's a typo about whatever. And you find the haircuts that you like. Now what you do is take 20 to 30 of those pictures and save them into a folder where you can then go ahead and look at the common pattern. What type of haircut? Is it slick back? Is it a fringe? What is it? And then you schedule a cut with your barber straight away. If, of course, you need to get a haircut. If you're trying to grow it out, then don't. Everyone is talking about how to get a haircut and shit like that, but how do you actually maintain it? So to maintain that sexy look, you need to firstly wash with cold water to hydrate your scalp. When you're in the shower, you open up your hair a little bit like this, like a curtain, and let the cold water hit your scalp so that you hydrate it. They use a conditioner sometimes rather than using a shampoo. By the way, when using a shampoo, don't use like just a random one. If I would suggest one, just buy the Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo. That's like the best one that you can buy because it has like the least amount of chemicals in there. Because if you think about it, if you literally have it, like it gets in your eyes, it doesn't burn them because it's made for babies. So it literally has a way less chemicals just for that reason. And if you don't want to spend your money on super organic products and shit like that, then this is the best one to get for your hair. And thirdly is pad drying it with an old t-shirt after the shower. So whenever you finish, most of us, like even me when I was younger, I used to just like do this and basically damage my hair, because even though it's microfiber and it should be okay to rub your hair, it just damages it. It's like way too harsh for your hair, your scalp, and everything like that. So it's much better for you to just use like an old t-shirt and just pad dry it. It's like boom, 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 pad dry it. And lastly, to escape any awkward phases is to trim your hair even if you're growing it out regularly, because you're gonna get results like this if you don't trim it. Because bro, I actually remember for months I didn't trim, I didn't do anything to my hair, just let it grow out, and I thought that that was like the best way. I was saving money and everything. But I'm telling you, like, you just look like a hobo. You look way more unkept and dirty and greasy. It's just not worth it. It's way better for you to get a trim in the areas which you don't really care about. So for example, I get a trim here and here at the back, just because I don't want to cut this part here. I want to let it grow out, see how it looks, because I always had it like super short and a fade and everything, but it just looked like shit. It looked super flat at the back. It didn't look like it was well rounded. You know what I mean? The proportions of my head. So I can still get that clean, nice look, like a little bit of a trim on top, a little bit here, just so I can feel clean, look better, but still keep my hair growing. Because like I actually looked like this, and I don't know why I felt like it was okay for me to go out. And the last part is a gift from me, which is 0 guesswork haircut ideas. So if you want to look more mature and masculine, I would suggest for you to get the slick back, the side, the shorter haircut, which looks way more masculine and makes you look a bit older, but in a good way. If you want to look younger and masculine or hide your forehead as well, then getting a fringe like I am right now, which is hiding my forehead, even though it's not that big, because some people just have a 5 head and they need to cover it up a little bit. But you need to also have a beard, because otherwise you look like those TikTok boys where you just look way too feminine for the type of woman that you're trying to attract. And if for whatever reason you just can't grow a beard, your genetics don't allow it, or whatever it is, then you will need an aesthetic physique, a V-taper, a thick neck, and a fantastic jawline. Otherwise, you're just gonna look way too feminine or like a little boy. But the real problem is that if you want to attract quality women without money or chasing them, without attracting just a random hoe that is nagging all the time, cheats on you, has boy best friends and shit like that, you'll need a Greek god physique, regardless of whatever your hair or beard looks. So watch this video right here where I tell you exactly how to achieve it in very simple steps. Stop wasting time, my G. Boom!